Today we're going to be talking about scale drawings and models. And this is actually a really good application of all the work that we've been doing all chapter. So, a scale model or a drawing is an object or a drawing with lengths proportional to the object it represents. The scale of the model is drawn in the ratio of the length on the model to the actual length. So my scale is there. That's our scale factor. So I have our drawn horse has a scale factor of 1 to 10 to my real horse. Okay. You see this a lot in maps. I know in your art class you probably did, I think you've done some scale drawings of different things. You see this is just such a useful skill. Okay, so in a map, the distance between Boston and Chicago on a map is 9 inches. If the scale on the map is 1 inch to 95 miles, what is the actual distance from Boston to Chicago? So 1 inch to 95 miles is equal to 1 inch, 9 inches on my map to the actual number of miles. So x equals 9 times 95, and that is 855 miles. Okay, example 2. Scale model. A miniature replica of a fighter is 4 inches long. The actual length of the jet is 12.8 yards. So what is the scale of the model? So I have 4 inches to 12.8 yards. If you want to write it 4 inches to 12.8 yards. I actually like putting the units in there so that your units match up when you set up your proportion. Okay, so how many times long is the actual jet? How many times as long as the actual jet is the model jet? Okay. So let's look at this one. So for this, we use our scale factor. And you know what? I'm going to reduce that scale factor for us. That reduces to 1 inch to 3.2 yards. I basically just divided everything by 4. So I have 1 inch to 3.2 yards. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to convert this to basically so that there's in the same units. So there is 12 inches in 1 foot. So the inches cancel. There is 3 feet in 1 yard. So now my yards cancel and the feet cancel. So you're actually trying to find an actual relationship. So that is 1 to 115.2. And you just multiply all of those 3.2, 12, and 3 together. Okay, our last question. So scale drawing. Gerard makes a scale drawing of a classroom on an 11 by 17 inch sheet of paper. The classroom is actually 20 feet by 32 feet. Choose an appropriate scale for the drawing and determine the drawing's dimensions. Okay, so place 11 by 20. So we have 11 inches over 20 feet. Actually, I want to write this the other way. I apologize. I'm going to write this as 20 feet to 11 inches. And that is about 1.18. And then if I do the other one, 32 feet to 17 inches, well, that is about 1.88. So you're looking at this and you're thinking, okay, what do I want to do? I want to try and figure out basically a good, what should I have in there? What should my scale factor be? Well, this is both, they're both very close to 2. So let's say 1 inch is equal to 2 feet. So if I have 2 feet, so every inch is equal to 2 feet. So I have 20 feet. I need to know what my scale drawing is. That's 2 feet is to 1 inch. So I have 20 equals 2x. X is equal to 10. So one of my dimensions is 10 inches for the actual scale drawing. And then I have 32 is to x as my scale factor. 2 is to 1. So I have 2x equals 32. X is going to be equal to 16. Okay, so again, let me kind of recap. I looked and I saw, okay, what could my scale factor be? So I found 20 feet over 11 inches. And I looked at both of those numbers and I said, okay, they're both 1.8. Let's choose a number that is close to that. So I chose 2. So for every 1 inch, I'm going to get, that equals 2 feet of my actual room. So I need to figure out basically how much of the paper is going to be taken up. So I set up my proportion. I don't know if I like having the units on there. Just because then we're multiplying the units and that just made me a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. So then I have 20 equals 2x. So when I have 11 inch by 16 inches, so it's going to take up 10 by 16 of my 11 by 17. You don't want these dimensions to be bigger than your sheet of paper. Okay, that is my lesson on scale drawings. Thanks for watching.